Hi guys, I'm Dan at vintagevelo.org, and today, as the title suggests, we are talking about death cleats. Now, we used to talk about death stems a lot. We did a video about it earlier this year, and that's when your stem shears in two, leaving you heading straight for the tarmac. Now, death cleats. This is definitely a new thing, a new phenomenon. It's not clickbait. If you are using Shimano cleats, you must watch this video, and I highly recommend get your buddies to watch this video as well. Reason for this. A couple of months ago, we did a really cool video on riding two ex-Carrera team bikes from back in the late 80s head to head. It was a great video, but when I was shooting one of the ride past moments, my left cleat let go. It shattered and my left foot shot out of the pedal. I'll get you in close now. Well, a shorter than anticipated test ride on Guido Bontempi's Battaglan. My left cleat has just kind of exploded and fallen apart. Should be the old bit of video there, and you could see that left foot fly out, but you can really hear it. You can hear the force with which that lets go. Now, I was fortunate; I was going downhill. I wasn't using full power, but that was, you know, a pretty violent end to that ride. Now, I went straight back, binned the two cleats, put on some new ones. I fortunately had another set lying around, put them on, carried on. Didn't think anything more about it. Then a few days ago, it was raining outside. I got on the turbo, went to clip in, and something was a bit wrong. My right foot this time. Different set of cleats. And yeah, something had gone badly wrong. The front of the cleat had sheared off. I've got it here. Now, here's a new proper Shimano cleat. You can see our front here. This is the sheared off broken one, and we can see here, if I get you in close there and there, this front lip has cracked and come off. It's just gone. You don't need me to tell you how dangerous that is. Now, I was fortunate at the time. On the first occasion I was going downhill and I wasn't using full power and I was seated. The second time I was climbing on a turbo. But imagine if I'd have been out of the saddle, going on a climb, giving it some gas, or even worse, if on those rare occasions I'd have been going for a Strava KOM or something like that. The consequences don't want to bear thinking about. If your foot flies forward out of your pedal when you don't expect it, it could be catastrophic. The chances of you hitting the ground are huge. Unless you are Peter Sagan with his bike handling skills, you're not likely to recover. It's going to be really bad. Now, I guarantee you, if this has happened to me twice on two different sets of cleats, this will be happening to plenty of other people. The cleats definitely came from eBay. They did not come from a local bike shop. I buy them from both. Don't even normally think about it. Regularly, what you tend to find, or at least I tend to find, on a genuine Shimano cleat, this front part here, this is to stop you slipping, slowly kind of wears away, maybe just comes off a little bit, and then it kind of sharpens this front end up, and when you look at it you go, it's getting a bit worn. I'll get a new set. Normally takes me about a year or so. But the other set, this one here, and I'll get you in close because this is absolutely knackered and had only been on the bike for just about 2 months. And it hadn't seen a lot of use. And I inspected the other one. And look at the state of that. That's the other one that came off, okay, on the same set of cleats. This absolutely knackered, okay? And this is after 2 months. What could be done? I highly recommend, if you have, and you almost certainly will have, Shimano cleats on your pedals, or sorry, on your shoes, go and check them out. Take them off. If you see any kind of strange wear, damage, or anything like that, or cracks around that front area, bin them, go to your local bike shop and replace with parts that you know are real. These parts, when they arrived, they're in Shimano boxes. They were marked up, every part. I've had a good look over these. They look exactly the same. The only difference I can find is on the reverse side, the correct Shimano cleats definitely have a little 03 date stamp on there. I think that's a date stamp, which on the fake one is not there. That's the only thing I can find. But I wouldn't necessarily rely on that. If in doubt, get to your local bike shop, make sure they've got legitimate parts and buy from them. For me, eBay is now out for any Shimano consumable part. It's quite clear eBay don't care and there are fake parts all over it. But the risk of personal injury and damage from these kind of parts. I mean, basically, you know, these guys, they've just cheapened the product. Obviously, this is made of a material that is so bad and so unfit for purpose that it's designed to fail quicker. So we buy more of them. But they're doing that without any thought for what the consequences of that part failure is. So, like I say, get out there, check your cleats, and if in doubt, get them swapped immediately. Don't take that risk. Your foot comes flying out of that cleat on the front, so out of your pedal going forwards. The consequences can be disastrous. So yeah, I hope you kind of enjoyed that video. I doubt it, you know, because it's not a nice thing to talk about. But, you know, hopefully you'll find it useful. It might stop one or two of us hitting the ground with a bit of luck. Anyway, do like and subscribe to the channel for anything else that's cool, and maybe a lot cooler than that, to do with vintage bikes. Thanks a lot.